Hey, hi, how you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Gronye Bala. Sing dang philo. Bonatale. I don't think that's correct in that one, but the rest of them were spot on. So, hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Markus Patton, and I am a cat who draws comics and the like. And he's currently adjusting his camera for no real reason other than to fiddle around. There we go. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Markus Patton, I am a comic book artist. I draw pin-ups, commissions, covers. I live stream here on various platforms I'm on, either that be Twitch or YouTube. I've got my own website called markuspattondraws.com where you can go and read my comics if you feel so inclined. The current first 4 issues of Here Comes the Dragon Punch are up there now. If you like what you hear, please click like and subscribe, do all that kind of social media and shit. If you want support, Ko-fi, Patreon, all linked down below, or just buy my stuff, like the first volume of Here Comes the Dragon Punch, Volume 1, first 4 chapters plus a little 3-page mini at the back, or you can get the first 2 issues of 30 Shots of Whiskey, 2 standalone comics, which you can get a bargain deal until the 31st of January. Yeah, prints and stuff will be up available too. So, right now, what's he going to talk about now? Basically, I'm going to read off my phone to so if I keep looking down, that's why. So I hope you guys had a good New Year, a good Christmas time, and a good time for relaxing and kicking back on and all that kind of noise. Mine was good. I'm fully refreshed, bushy-tailed, less beard than before. Unfortunately, a bit more hair than I've intended, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, really, sometimes. So, I guess this being the first Ramble chat back of the new year, maybe I should tell you my New Year's resolutions, the plans I have for this year, because I think the problem with last year was I was a bit astray, but luck wasn't really on my side. Lady Luck has shined on me this year, so in theory, I won't have to panic and be like, I can, and I'm, so with Lady Luck at my side, which I believe she will be for the duration of this year at least, I have some New Year's resolutions that I'm pretty certain I can stick to it, because I think my problem with last year and the past few years has been I've been a bit not giving stuff enough time to boil and to come to fruition. So now that I can, that's my main goal for this year, to stick to a thing and complete it properly and then carry on promoting it. And now, so one of the main New Year's resolutions would be to attend more comic book conventions. I've already applied for a couple. Some other ones I would apply for aren't up yet. So when they are, I will. And yeah, so hopefully you will see me at more comic book conventions this year. And I think maybe I might try to find about going along to art fairs and zines and stuff. Basically a place where a young boy such as myself can go along and share his wares. And hopefully I'll have a few more stockists of my book as well. Yeah, that's and you never know, I might appear on more podcasts and YouTube streams of other people's shows. So it's to get myself out there to would be the main one of the main resolutions. So I wasn't really in the list of stuff I've written down. I just went off on a ramble, hence the name of the show. So, right, the first main resolution would be to finish The Kindness of Killers. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the first quarter of this year. So and if all goes well on my end, hopefully, I should be finished by April. Yeah, maybe into May, but hopefully be finished. All be finished by April. Um, so I've got 4 issues left to do, um, which it's a bit of a strong point trying to get to April. But you know, I've got to have a goal. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing mainly. Because this week I'm mainly going to be doing the thumbnails for issue 4. And so I won't be live streaming that on here because, well, I can't imagine it's particularly interesting for you to watch me scribble incomprehensibly. Though my thumbnails are going to be tighter than they were before. They're probably not tight enough to be like, well, that was worth me watching him do that for. Boring. So I'm not going to subject you to that because, as a valued member of my audience, I appreciate you. But so next week you should see me start to be inking, jumping through the inkings, and hopefully we'll get the pages rolling then, and you'll be able to see that coming along next week. I'm also, this is going to be the year of Here Comes the Dragon Punch. So my main aim is to get a bunch of short little 8 pages out and stuff. So something I could, not telling short, obviously short stories, and kind of adding flavour to the characters, and not relying solely on telling stories about August or Ash. Though I am going to be telling one primarily about Omar, who is this cat here. That's Omar. So there's going to be 2 so one short story and one full-length comic, which I'm tentatively titling OMG, It's Omar and the Temple of the Roaring Wind, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm kind of stuck on the idea of calling it OMG, It's Omar, because I like that alliteration, but also I need to kind of indicate to people that inside the comic is a kind of like a temple, lost city temple run kind of thing. So still be a fighting comic, but taking place in some ruins and stuff. I'm thinking. So my aim is to get that one out in March, because there is a convention at the end of March that I would like to attend with a brand new comic. So and so I'd go along with the first volume of volume 1 plus the single issue of OMG, It's Omar title notwithstanding. I'm thinking of maybe doing a Kickstarter with it. I've never done it. I've been part of Kickstarters, one that didn't work. That's why we got 13 shots of whiskey, and I've never run one by myself. And I don't know. The thing is, I can probably I can definitely run the book by myself. I don't need to use Kickstarter but you know, it also, like, there are other benefits to using Kickstarter, like the promotion, the knowing who wants to buy the book, and maybe if I set this goal, actually make a living wage off it. So I'm in 2 minds about it. So if me running a Kickstarter is something that you think, I would support him with that, let me know. Or if it's something, nah, bruv, you can pay for it yourself, let me know that too. Because I don't want to fuck around and waste everybody's time. So that's the plan for the first few months of Here Comes the Dragon Punch, a short little 8-pager and a full-length comic. You seem to be taking on too much, Markus, with your fucking desire to do 2 comics in one go. Yes, I am. But because I'm a fucking workhorse. also I have a better not idea of how I'm going to be planning that. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah. So apart from Kindness of Killers and apart from the Kindness of Killers and Here Comes the Dragon Punch, the next thing I'm going to be doing, apart from trying to get into comic conventions, is like, I also should probably be building up my portfolio so people go, oh hey, I'll hire you, but I'll be honest with you, nothing's really there's no like kind of scripts jumping out of me, or I don't have a real desire to tell a story using IPs. So I think like my current portfolio is good enough for but like I do have a Star Wars story in me, and I have 5 months to lead up to May the 4th. So that'd be also another thing I'm working on. It's like, well, I'm going to tell like a Star Wars comic that I may or may not publish physically, but it definitely got up on the website on May the 4th. So that's kind of my month. That's kind of the first half of this year is to Kindness of Killers, a Star Wars comic, and Here Comes a Dragon Punch. And then if all goes equal, from April onwards, if I've managed to keep the timeline of hitting the Kindness of Killers, I will be fancy free for the entire year. So I'll be able to dedicate all of that to doing Here Comes the Dragon Punch full length comics. Because I've got a couple of ideas in my noggin about how the kind of like full length issues that I want to release, as well as I've got about 8 pages planned out, or shorter ones than that. So that means essentially at the end of the year I'll have about maybe 5 collected edition, 5 comics that I could sell. And the plan is that when we hit Thought Bubble, provided I'm accepted to Thought Bubble this year again, hopefully, I'll have a kind of like a collected special presentation edition of Here Comes a Dragon Punch. So that's the aim for the year, is to finish in November with Thought Bubble with well, obviously, hopefully I'll have the physical edition of the collected edition of Kindness of Killers and Here Comes the Dragon Punch 2005 all finished up. And what I'm going to be doing with that is, well, basically, I'm going to start a newsletter / blog kind of thing, and also talk about it on here. Like, Kevin Smith essentially had a brain fart and thought of doing Tusk, and then basically talked about it incessantly on his podcast and sort of willed it into being in front of his audience. Now, I don't have the Smodcast audience or anything like that at the moment. Who knows what tomorrow may bring. So I think just willing certainly OMG It's Omar into existence in front of you is a good way of keeping me on track. So one of the things that we'll be doing via the newsletter and the website will be like a letter to my brother and sister, and I'll basically recount my process in making OMG It's Omar, title notwithstanding. So that will be published. First one should be within like the next week or so, because like and then we'll and then you'll be able to see the progress I am making. Like, he's actually going to achieve it and stuff, and then we'll then you'll know the decision about like Kickstarters and all that noise. So that's kind of like the one of the plans for it. And as for over on here on YouTube, I'm going to be uploading more of those ADHD study buddy videos. It seems to be popular. It's just finding the time to record it and stuff. But like, I'm going to be aiming to do that a lot more. Obviously, the speed paints I'm going to be are going to be a thing. I think because what I have been doing is I've been uploading basically the same 3 tracks, and I've sped the videos up to accommodate those tracks. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's a bit fast. So I think from this year, instead of just I'm gonna try out a couple of different speeds that makes it look good, as opposed to like kind of too fast and jittery. I think it's okay, but like I could tweak it and do it better. So there might be a couple of videos where I'm like I might even use the shorts and be like to get your opinion on which speed you think is okay. Because like obviously you guys are the ones who got to watch it and stuff, so it might result in really fast short videos or longer videos for a speed paint. I mean, some of these videos take me up. Some of these covers and stuff can take me up to like 8 to 10 hours, and I could upload an 8 to 10 hour video of me doing it. All edit together, but like that, I don't think anyone. I mean, if you want that, no, no. I might just like, if that's the thing you want, then instead of I'll just also live stream the. Am I recording? Yeah, you can get it on the live stream. So yeah. So also another big component for this year is that I've got a website, markuspattondraws.com. Should be linked down below. And yeah, you can find Here Comes the Dragon Punch, the Witch and Chateau d'Ivoire comic I did with Max Barker. Previews of Kindness of Killers are up there. Like all my artwork is up there. Tomorrow I'm going to start doing the work in progress Wednesdays, something that was on social media that I quite liked. I'm going to take over, so that the first blog of that will be posted. That will be up tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be Wednesday, and yeah, and then basically you'll be able to find all my stuff there. There's a store on there. You can get the first volume of Here Comes the Dragon Punch, and say for until the end of this month, the first 2 issues of 13 Shots of Whiskey. They're up there for sale for 2 for a $5, I think. So yeah, and basically I'm going to be uploading the prints up there soon, because I'm going to because I've got a couple new prints to stick up, and I've also got some new photos to take. So that's what I'm going to do while I'm there. So yeah. But if you can't be bothered to go from my website, which is understandable, the same deal is up on Ko-fi and Patreon and Etsy. Etsy's weird when it comes to kind of like fan art and stuff. So sometimes that's why there's 3 different stores, because even though it's easier for everyone to go to Etsy copyright strikes some of my more popular artwork. I mean, it's IP and stuff, so it's not out of the realms of possibility that I'm doing something wrong there. But that's why the Warhammer stuff is up on the Ko-fi and not the Etsy. Even though everyone seems to like my Warhammer stuff. You can expect another Warhammer print coming out this year as well. The next, in terms of the speed paints and what I'm and prints and stuff, I'm going to start doing this thing, kind of like with Godzilla, where like you're looking at Godzilla through broken rubble and stuff. I'm going to start like a series called Broken Windows. The next one that will be Gargoyles, which will be out soon once I figure out what to do in the bottom third. But that'll be the next kind of series of speed paints I do, where like basically like I do a bunch of like comic covers to show that I can do comic covers, and also subtly, ever so succinctly, flirt with Dynamite Comics, because I know they do like a lot of variants. So if I can prove that I can do comic covers, they'll hire me, and then I'll be like, hey, success, yay! So that's going to be the next series of speed paints and stuff. Will be like the broken windows motif, apart from maybe doing the Warhammer thing, which I know I'm going to do. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do, because like I want rules of 3. I've got 2 decent Warhammer prints. A third one to take along to a convention would be good. Yeah, so that'll be the next plan. Also, I don't think I mentioned this. It was a little further up, but I forgot. Oh, silly me. So, also, another thing to do for the YouTubes is basically, there's, I'm going to, just for content and to practice and stuff, I'm basically going to do like a bunch of art challenges and stuff. But they require me to do this kind of thing where I'm talking to the camera and stuff, which unfortunately means that like I've only got like I can either not draw the comic in the morning, which I want to draw the comic, and so I mean it's basically finding the time to do it. So I'm going to do like one of them maybe a month. I've got a couple of ideas on whose challenges to do. So yeah, look out. So hopefully the first one of them I'm going to record next week, as when I figure out how to set up the camera, so you know that I'm doing what I'm saying I'm doing. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing that next week. If there's any art challenges or video challenge or anything that you think, well, I'd like to see him do that, let me know in the comments below, and I will look at it and I'll give it a go. Who knows? Maybe we're all on the same wavelength, and in that case, I'll know that we're basically on the same wavelength. So yeah, that's going to be the next kind of thing I'm going to be doing. I'm also going to be updating the thumbnails and these things so they aren't all the same. Yeah, I know the current thumbnail for this is me going like this. I'm going to change that in a minute. But for now, I think that's it. I think I've told you everything I'm going to aim to achieve for this year. Apart from learn more Spanish. Un poquito español. Duolingo is crap, so I'm going to use a different thing to do it. I might gussy up this thing so it looks more like a set as opposed to just a random dump of comics. Not even forward-facing comics, just a random dump. So yeah, and I'm going to take photos of the prints, and then yeah, they'll be up. They'll be up soon. So yeah, right. Well, I've been Markus Patton. You've been absolutely fabulous. Thank you for coming along and watching me waffle for 24 minutes. Yeah. Check out the website tomorrow to see the work in progress. And yeah, I will speak to you later. Theaters.